Welcome back to Eurosport. Last Sunday was the final round of the French Touring Car Championship here in the Roman city of Nîmes in the south of France at Ledenon. The circuit's something like Knockhill in Scotland, but you'll be seeing with the action. The big battle though between Laurent Aiello of Peugeot and Alain Coudini of Opel, just 12 points separating the two of them in their battle for the title as they come here to the final round. Laurent Aiello, the man who was vice-champion last year in France in BMW, following Audi's Frank Fieler, but now he comes here to Ledenon with that lead after 5 wins at Manicourt, Pau, Chirard, Val de Vienne and Le Mans, and he's fastest in practice in the Peugeot 405 MI16, obviously motivated by that title just almost within his grasp. There's a sequential gear change. As we see second quickest, Yannick Dalmas, the man who won the Le Mans 24 Hours for Peugeot in 1993. And again for Porsche this year. Dalmas, 3 wins this year. On the front row of the grid alongside him. But what a hard job for Coudini. Third on the grid with 2 wins this year. In amongst the Peugeots, Stefan Ortelli just in front of him in 4th fastest. We took the chance to talk to Alain Coudini about his hopes for the title. It'll be a hard race, he said, especially for the tyres. The circuit is very heavy on rubber. The driver who can keep his tyres and has a well-balanced car is the man who's going to win.
Je crois que c'est celui qui saura gérer le mieux ses pneus et qui aura le meilleur équilibre de sa voiture qui gagnera la course de toute façon.
Hard on tyres and hard on drivers this circuit. This was qualifying. Just about the only man who didn't go off in qualifying, Alain Coudini. Let's ride with him in the Snowbeck prepared Opel Vectra with a sequential gearbox on his qualifying lap. A 1:31.46 around this circuit here at Ledenon. Diving down the hill after leaving the top of the circuit with the pits and start line. Remarkably little in the way of safety protection here. Highest point of the circuit, and then they start to drop down very, very steeply. Coming up behind one of the Hondas, Honda Civic, making its debut in this race, and then ahead of us, Ivan Muller's BMW. Dropping down, goes further and further downhill. Past Muller's BMWs, but standing still. Now to the slowest corner on the circuit, a very tight left-hander, and this is the part that looks like Knockhill. Up the hill and up to the start-finish straight, and he sets 3rd fastest time with this flying lap. Well, on the grid, there are all the Peugeots. And Laurent Aiello takes the lead straight away in front of Yannick Dalmas. But a bad start for Coudini as we go on board with him. He's 6th. And then problems for his teammate Eric Hellery, who tangled with Stefan Ortelli. And drops right back down the field. So Aiello, Dalmas, Ortelli, then Ivan Muller, then Coudini, but Hellery having recovered quite quickly to take up 9th place there. Fabien Giroir, Philippe Gache in the Ford. As Coudini takes that place away from Muller, so he's now up into 4th place behind the 3 Peugeots. On board again with Cudini. But he's passed by Philippe Gache. In the Ford Mondeo. Doesn't waste long in repassing. Oh, but Hellery collects both of them. He hits the Mondeo and he hits his own teammate, doing Cudini's chances of winning the championship no good at all. So Cudini falls back to 6th, back behind Muller again. He passes Muller, and now he sets about Eric Hellery. Hellery in 4th place, Cudini and 5th. And Hellery finally gets by Stefan Ortelli. But look at the damage to Cudini's car, the rear window missing and the door smashed in. So Cudini now comes up behind Ortelli, and on board we go as he tries to take 4th place from him. Through he goes on that tight bottom of the circuit, left-hander. And on lap 15, Muller also takes 5th place from Ortelli. Ortelli's tyres obviously having gone off, but he's done his job. He's protected Aiello and Dalmas, who've gone further and further ahead. Now he's being climbed over by everybody. Olivier Thévenin there in the Seat, and right behind him is Trevisol, Arnaud Trevisol in the Privateer Garage Mirabeau BMW. Through he goes. As Trevisol takes 6th place away from Thévenin. So on the final lap, Hellery makes way for his teammate Cudini, lets him go into 3rd place. So Laurent Aiello wins in front of Dalmas, Cudini and Hellery. Aiello is now only 1 point away from the title, with another race this afternoon to decide the result. Quick work by Peugeot, being overseen by Jean-Pierre Jabouille this weekend. The cars have got ready for race 2, and Dalmas immediately takes the lead from Aiello this time. It's almost setting sun now as the cars, 19 of them, go charging down towards the first corner. This time we go on board with Laurent Aiello. Oh, and he's passed by Eric Hellery for 2nd place. So Hellery goes through, saw the smoke coming off the front tyres there as he powered out of that bend. But there's smoke coming from the back of the car as well. Has he got a problem? Dalmas leading from Hellery, from Laurent Aiello, from Ivan Muller in the BMW, and Cudini back in 5th place. So Eric Hellery makes fastest lap on just the 3rd lap, but a few laps later he is out with all sorts of trouble with his Opel Vectra, and Aiello is able to take 2nd place back. Jean-Marc Gounon in action. We haven't seen much of him in this race. The Eurosport commentator taking 5th place from Stefan Ortelli. Ortelli again in all sorts of tyre trouble. So Dalmas, Aiello and Muller. Peugeot and BMW. And Gounon comes charging up through the field. He is going to take 4th place from Cudini in the last laps. And so Dalmas wins in front of Aiello. Dalmas wins on aggregate, but Aiello is 1994 champion, Alain Cudini is 2nd, and Ivan Muller takes 3rd place in the series. Aiello's first ever title after being runner-up last year with BMW.
La voiture était très compétitive.
The car was very competitive, he said.
Gérer les pneus.
I was able to